Hey, eighth graders, I'm going to go through a quick tutorial on how to take your rough draft to a second draft. It's kind of going to repeat a little what we've done each day in class, but hopefully this answers quite a few of the questions I know you're probably going to ask. All right, I'm going to take you to Google Classroom. All right, so you're going to see this assignment right here. You're going to be like, memoir, second draft. All right, so at this point, you should have written a rough draft. We did that before we read A Long Way Gone. Remember, we read A Long Way Gone so you could, first off, hear an incredible story about being resilient. So then it can inspire you and go, well, if he made it through that, I can make it through whatever my life struggle is. But before we read it, you wrote about your own time of resilience. And wow, they're powerful stories. But a lot of you guys, all of you, are young writers. And every writer, even old writers, go from rough drafts to second drafts to sometimes third, fourth, fifth, sixth to final drafts. And so right now we're working on the second draft. And so what I want you to do is think about all that we've learned in the writing process. All right. So all your stories focus on a time you're resilient. However, you're not done yet. This week, I've asked you to add a good hook to your memoir. Today, as you continue to improve your memoir, I want you to add vivid details to every part of your writing. Every part of your story should help your readers see, feel, hear, taste, and smell what was going on. I want you to add dialogue to every part of your story that you think it needs it. And remember, that dialogue needs to express who each of the characters are, add to the conflict. It needs to have a reason to be there. And then what I want you to do is take that second draft and make it as different as night is from day. So pretend like the first draft, that rough draft, is night. And now you're adding so much clarity to it by adding vivid details, by adding dialogue, that it's clear as day in what you're writing. All right. So one thing I want you to do is open this blank document up. You're going to go, well, how do I start this blank document? And I'm going to go, well, you might just go here and rewatch this video on plot and go, oh yeah, okay, now I know how I need to start. I need to have that hook. I need to have exposition. All right, so you've rewatched the plot document, and then you're like, oh, okay. So I want to kind of look at how to make my writing suspenseful again so that my story has reason, it has tension that drags it through what I'm wanting my readers to read. So you might want to revisit this again. And then you want to kind of look at this right here. All right, so on Monday, I posted this. I wanted you to reread your memoir rough draft, which has been linked to this assignment right here. And I wanted you to look at the plot too. So you plotted it out in this one, and then your memoir is right here. So you're going to, and I'm just kind of picking at random, taking someone that has turned it in. All right, so this is not, oh, this is the plot. Whoops. So you might want to look at your plot and go, okay. Like this is what's supposed to be happening in my story. And then right here is the actual rough draft. And so we're going to look at some student work. All right, so you're going to look at this. All right. You go, okay, this is just the story right here. And I'm going to take that and copy and paste it into here so that then in this document, I can add my really good hook. I can add my vivid details and I can expand it. Now, the student example you saw is no different than many of the examples I've looked through. All right, so you're not behind. You're not anywhere that the rough draft shouldn't have been. Now, you're going to want to think about how you can expand it. All right, so you might want to do that by looking at your memoir starter slide that I have. This was posted back in September. Think about the power of vulnerability. And then again, how to start your memoir. All right, so if you're like, oh, That's going to get you going. All right. You're going to want to look through your plot outline again so that you know what needs to be happening at each part of your memoir. And then you're going to go back to here and you're going to go, okay, I'm going to look through this good hook slideshow again. Okay. And as you look through it, think, oh, this is great to help me start, but also it's phenomenal advice for every part of your memoir. So that when you get to here and you're doing your second draft, it has vivid details. Your readers hear the dialogue. They know who the characters are. It tells a phenomenal story. I have no doubt that you guys will be successful in this. And we'll be walking through a lot more of this next week, starting on Monday. So see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. I love you all. You guys make my Mondays and Wednesdays phenomenal. Great ways to start my days. All right, take care.